Hi everyone, today I'm going to be taking you through a pre-Pilates workout. What that means is it's all exercises that will get you going and get you strong enough to start doing the real Pilates work. So this is really designed for people that either haven't done any Pilates before, are coming back maybe from an injury, possibly postnatal, as long as you've gotten your pre-exercise check from your doctor. I'm going to run you through some really basic exercises, teach you the breathing, teach you the positioning, and then you can slowly start moving into the more general Pilates workouts. As always, if something doesn't feel comfortable, doesn't feel right for your body, or is hurting you, you need to stop that exercise and listen to your body. Let's get started just with a really, really basic warm-up. I'm going to get you into what's called 4-point kneeling. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So you're in your 4-point kneeling position. And I just want you in this position, tucking your tailbone under and then extending it back out. So there's nothing else happening except your lower back. It's just a gentle tuck of the pelvis and then an extension. You're going to exhale on the tuck and you're going to inhale on the extension. Once you feel comfortable with that, you can start adding in the full exercise where you actually tuck your head under and round your back on the exhale. And then on the inhalation, you bring your collarbones up and lengthen your spine. So exhale, think of tucking your head to your pubic bone, rounding your back. And then on the inhale, lengthen your spine first, and then bring the collarbones up and come through into your extension. So you're not dumping into your lower back, you're pushing into your shoulders and really thinking long through the spine. It's not the neck, it's the chest that I'm getting you to lift. And then again, let's go exhale. And then as you come through, very gently, inhale. And now try and find that halfway point. So you're in a nice neutral position. You're not tucked and you're not arched. You're nice and long. And all I'm going to get you to do is just push into those hands, strengthening through your shoulders. Nice and high through there. And then just let them drop down gently. Push into your hands. So really push into those, separating your shoulder blades. And then just release. One more time. Just push. And then release. Take a break. Give your wrists a bit of a twirl. We're going to come back into that position and work a little bit of abdominal connection. So when you're ready, come back into your 4-point kneeling position. Find that neutral. So make sure you're not tucked, not arched. You're halfway between the two. And I just want you to forget about your tummy muscles. Just relax them completely. Now inhale. And I want you to feel like you're pulling your belly button towards your spine and switching on those tummy muscles. And I want you to hold that connection. And then let it go. Let your tummy muscles go, but don't let your back go. So you're still pushing into the hands, trying to stay strong between your shoulder blades. On your next exhalation, I want you to pull those tummy muscles in. Don't arch your back. Nothing changes except that the tummy muscles draw in towards the spine and you're pushing into your hands. And you can let that go. Let's try one more of those. You inhale, push into the hands, strong through your back, and pull the tummy muscles in. And release that. Give your wrists a twirl, give your shoulders a roll, and let's flip onto our backs. So what we're going to be doing here, I want you lying down. I want your heels in line with your knees, which are in line with your hips. So you're not having your feet wide, you're going to have them ankles, knees and hip bones in line. And I don't want your heels too close to your bum, move them a little bit further away. Just drop your chin slightly. And in this position, you're going to flatten your back into the floor. And then very gently arch your back off the floor. So you're working through two ranges of movement. Flattening where your back touches the floor, your lower back touches the floor. And then you go the other way where your back arches off the floor and you've got a gap. So just a few more, just mobilizing your lumbar spine and arching off. Let's do one more of those. Flattening your back. Don't force it, just really work with
a range that feels comfortable for you, and then arch off. And then see if you can find that halfway point. So you're not flat, you're not arched, you're in what's called a neutral position. So your pubic bone and your hip bones are flat. If you were balancing a cup of tea on your pelvis, it wouldn't tip between your legs and it wouldn't spill onto your stomach. It's that halfway point. You'll have your tailbone resting on the floor. You've got your natural curve in your lower back. Your ribs are soft and resting on the floor. Natural curve in the back of your neck. Your chin is slightly dropped and your head is resting on the floor. So that's your neutral spine. That is the strongest position for your spine to be in. Pop your hands on your ribs. And what I want you to focus is taking a breath in through your nose into your lungs and ribs and abdominals, and then exhale. Let it all go. What happens is people tend to breathe really high up here into their collarbones, and that's not where your lungs are. That's not where you're getting the most benefit. So I like people to have their hands here so you can actually feel the lungs expand. So you inhale, lungs, ribs, and abdominals, and exhale. On your next exhalation, what you're going to imagine that there's a belt about an inch below your belly button, and as you exhale, you're just gently narrowing that belt just a couple of notches. And what that will do is help you connect into your deep abdominal muscles. So take your breath in. As you exhale, start to just gently narrow that waist. You're not gripping, it's just a very gentle connection to help you switch your tummy muscles on. The trick now is to try and hold that connection. So your tummy muscles are switched on and your breathing is going to be what we call our Pilates breath, which is sideways into our lungs and ribs. So you're still getting lots of air in and out, wringing out your lungs, but you're keeping connected through your tummy. So pop one hand on your tummy, see if you can feel now that nothing here moves. This should be nice and stable. You're going to breathe in. And as you exhale, keeping this completely stable, just float one leg to tabletop. Inhale. And exhale, lower it back down. Nothing else moves. There's no shifting side to side. Inhale. And exhale. Stay there for your breath in. And exhale as you lower it back down. We're going to keep repeating this, moving only on your exhale and focusing not so much on the leg, but that your tummy muscles stay connected, that there's no shifting between your hips, and that when you lift the leg up, your tummy muscles are not popping out. So it's an exhale to lift, you hold it, and an exhale to lower. You exhale when you lift, you hold it for the inhale, and you exhale to lower. Let's try one more of those, and then I'm going to add on for those of you that feel confident. It's an exhale to lift. It's an exhale to lower. Now I'm going to take it up one level, and you're going to see how you feel with this. If you feel that this is too strong for your lower back or your abdominals are not supporting you, you stay with the single leg floats. But if you can, you float one leg, you hold it there, breathe in. As you exhale, pull into those deep abdominal muscles, float that second leg. Then you lower the first leg and you lower the second leg. So this is not releasing. You're floating the first leg. When that second leg lifts, you exhale, pull deep into your tummy muscles, nothing else moves. Lower the first one with control, lower the second one. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in, breathing out to float, hold it there. Inhale. Pull deep into those tummy muscles. Support yourself, support yourself, support yourself. Lower the first one down and lower the second one down. Let's give that a break, and then we're going to come back and do it on the other leg. So what I want you to do now is pop your hands in your hip bones. You're going to drop your right knee out to the side without losing that stability through your hips. So your pelvis stays still. You drop the knee out, and then you think about pulling the tummy muscles together to bring that leg back. And then you drop the left knee out. Now you are only going to go as far as you can maintain stability. So if that's just a tiny bit, that's fine. I would much rather you stay stable and limit your range than try and go far and lose the stability of your pelvis. Let's do 4 more. I don't mind which breath cycle. You can exhale to open and inhale to close, or you can reverse it and inhale to open and exhale to close. As long as you're breathing and trying to maintain that stability, that is what I'm interested in. So the knee drops out and the knee comes back. I like to inhale to open and then exhale to close, but it's up to you. Okay, so we're going to go back to the up, up, down, downs, but we're starting on the other leg now. So you're going to float the left leg up, stay connected through the abdominals, float the right, lower the left, lower the right. Let's go again. Float, float with control. Now really keep that connection when you lower down. If you're feeling the tummy muscles starting to pop out, you have to just try and draw in a little bit deeper. You're going to float. Float. Lower and lower. Now, if that was feeling strong for you, I want you to keep going with that. Don't move up to the next level, but I'm going to add in one more level for those of you that maybe are watching this for the 3rd or the 4th time, started to feel a bit stronger, want to work a bit deeper. You breathe in. I don't care which leg you start with, float one leg to tabletop, pull into the abdominals, float that second leg and squeeze those knees together. Now holding it here, you can keep one hand on your tummy. You're just going to exhale as you tap, inhale as you return. You're trying to maintain that 90-degree angle at the back of your knee. So you're not tapping too close to your bum, you're tapping at the exact same angle. Nothing is changing. Let's go for 4 more. The aim is to not let those tummy muscles pop out. You want to really work through the abdominals to support you. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Hold it here. Squeeze your knees together. Take your arms out to the side. Now you can look in the opposite direction to where your knees go, and I just want you to very gently reach them over to one side of the room and then use your tummy to bring you back to center. I don't mind if you use your hands to support you. As you get stronger, you'll find you use your arms less and less. Now, I don't mind if you keep your head neutral or if you look in the opposite direction. It's really whatever feels comfortable for your neck. 1 more time. Over and center. With control, lower one, lower the other, and release down. All right, let's take it into what's called a pelvic roll-up. What you're trying to do with this exercise is really mobilize your spine, but we're also looking to switch on your glute, your bum muscles, and your hamstrings, the back of your thighs. Try not to round through your chest. Stay open through your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, flatten your back gently into the floor. And now think of leading with your tailbone as you peel up 1 vertebra at a time. So your lumbar spine, your lower back, and peel all the way up to the top. When you get to the top, I want you to check that your knees, your hips and your shoulders are in line. You're open through your chest. Hold it at the top. Stay there. Breathe in. And exhale. Peel through. Upper, middle, lower, and release into your neutral position. Stay here. Let's do 1 more of those. Breathing in. Breathe out. Flatten your back. Tuck your pelvis, roll your hips up to the top. When you get to the top, same thing, check knees, hips and shoulders are in line. Stay here and also check that your ribs are not flaring out. I want you to bring your ribs gently down and try and squeeze your bum to get higher through your hips. There should be no tension in your neck. Breathing in and exhale, roll upper, middle, lower. Release into your neutral position and stay there. If that felt strong for you, all I want you to do for the next set is just some little baby rolls where you're just starting to get your bum off the floor. But if that felt okay, I'd love you to come with me for 3 more reps. Breathing in. Breathing out. Flatten your back. Tuck your pelvis, roll up to the top. Hold it when you get up to the top. Now stay here. And think about lengthening your thighs, aiming your knees to the opposite corner of the room. Breathing in. And exhale, roll. Upper, middle, lower, and find your neutral position. Breathing in. Exhale, flatten, tuck, peel. All all the way up to the top. Now hold it here. Stay here for a little bit longer this time. Use your glute muscles to get you up higher. Lengthen, tummy muscles strong. Breathing in. And exhale, roll down. All the way into your neutral position. Stay here, take your breath in. Last one, you're going to roll up to the top on your exhale. Hold it at the top. Now this time I want you to stay here. I want you to keep your neutral position. You're not going to roll down. You're going to just cut into your hip flexors, touch your tailbone down and lift up, touch and lift up. So it's not a roll, it's a touch your tailbone in neutral and lift. We're going to go for 6 more of these. You really should be feeling it in the back of your thighs and your glute muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up at the top, stay there, breathing in, and exhale, roll, roll, roll. Find your neutral position, and then just hug your knees into your chest. Well done. All right, rolling onto your side, pushing yourself up, and facing front. Now, I'm going to do a quick seated series with you, and it's going to be completely up to you how you set yourselves up for this. Now, if you are comfortable and able to sit with your legs out in front of you, it will completely depend on your hip flexor and hamstring and lower back flexibility, then that's great. But if that feels too strong, what you can do is you can prop yourself up. If you've got a roller, you can sit on a roller. If you've got a yoga block, you can sit on a yoga block, or you can even roll up your mat, if that's enough. And what that will do is that will prop your hips up a little bit higher and just release into your hamstrings, hip flexors a little bit and give you some length in your spine. So I would like your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, so about mat width apart. And what I'm going to get you to do is lengthen through the back of your neck. So you're not lifting through your chest. You're thinking of someone pulling your spine up through the back of your head and you're getting nice and tall. That's what ponytails are for. That's the feeling that I want. Ribs in, tummy muscles strong, and I want you to try and squeeze your bum muscles so you get a really nice lift. Your arms are going to go out in front of you. You're going to imagine someone's pulling your tummy back one way and you are reaching in the opposite direction. So someone's pulling your fingers one way and someone else is pulling your tummy back behind you. So you get that stretch through your spine. And then I want from the base of your spine to build yourself all the way back up. Inhale. And exhale, lift off your sit bones, squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button behind you, reach your arms in front of you, and stack your spine all the way back up. Let's do 1 more of those. Inhale. And exhale, tummy, tummy, tummy. Reach, reach, reach. Try and get your head between your arms. And then stack yourself all the way back up. This time, take your arms out to the side. All I want you to do here is try and anchor your sit bones and your heels. So there's no shifting through your legs, and you're going to twist towards me, but just using your waist. So twist your ribs. You're not taking your hip with you. It doesn't matter how far you get. The aim is just to wring out your spine and then come back to center. Go back the other way. Exhale, twist. And inhale, center. We're going to go for 4 more. Twist, twist, twist. And center. And twist, twist, twist. And center. Last 2. Twist, twist, twist. And center. Last 1. Really work into those abdominals for that twist. Come back to center and release. Come off your roller, unroll your mat. And that's just sitting however you feel comfortable, on your knees, on your bum, cross-legged, whatever feels good for you. Just interlock your hands, round your back. Try and pull the hands apart from each other if you can. So don't actually let them come apart, but feel like they are so you can separate your shoulder blades. And release that. I want you to drop your left ear to your left shoulder very gently and push your right hand down. So you're getting some length through the side of your neck, and just breathe into that. You should feel really beautiful release running down from your ear to the tip of your shoulder. And then just gently turn your chin towards your left shoulder and just change the angle of that stretch. And release, and let's do it the other side. Just drop your right ear to your right shoulder, and when you're ready, push down with that left hand. Very gently, just getting a beautiful stretch through the side of your neck. A couple of breaths here, and then turn. And release. Well done, guys. So what we were doing in that is just teaching you your neutral position, your breathing, how to connect into your abdominals, and working some spinal mobility. I will do another pre-Pilates series, which will incorporate a lot more glute work, so some bum work, some lower back extension, and some other movements. And then you can start moving on to the general Pilates workouts. Thanks for joining me.